on that wonderful multicultural note, our next comedian is the awesome producer of this show. He also has a small little day job. You know, it's some people's dream career, just a little thing for him. He's a lawyer, but he is here with us in what looks like a 90s, pop music video. So I'm very intrigued, or a fashion shoot, one or the other. And here is Doug X.
Yay!
Hey everybody.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm a lawyer. Well, at least I used to be before they closed all the courts. Now I'm just a guy who writes documents that no one's ever going to read or care about. So basically, I'm an aspiring screenwriter, and there's not even a story. There's no perks. Yeah. So been putting this is the second time, the second show. We've been putting this show together. Me and Goldie, we're putting this thing together, and hopefully every 2 weeks until the quarantine ends or we run out of jokes, whichever comes first. And you can tell that I've got a lot of free time with quarantine because I'm getting back into juggling, and that's a step up from where I was. Because I mean, it's not much of a hobby, but it's better than napping. So feel free to heckle because I'm juggling, and I think that kind of invites it. You can't lower my self-esteem from here. I'm at rock bottom.
Juggle better! What kind of talent is this? Where's the fire?
You're the bagpipes.
My family.
Then you'll be at the rock bottom. Bagpipes.
Bagpipes. Oh man, I couldn't even stand myself. I'm not even Scottish. I'd have to buy a kilt. Have you ever seen white guys in kilts? I mean, if I just look clothes and say I'm fucking pretentious.
We're being asked, where's the cape? Trish says.
But in Southern California, it's too hot for a cape. If I live in Alaska, and I have lived in Alaska, I wear a cape, and I did. Back when I used to date, I had some thoughts about dating, and I think I can share them with you. Is that like in Los Angeles, there's a tendency to be shallow. And I mean, not like Orange County shallow, but still shallow. And there's a tendency to sort of judge yourself based on the person you're dating. And that's a huge mistake. Not because it's shallow, but because it's inaccurate. If you really want to get an idea of how you're doing in life, you really want to judge yourself accurately, don't judge yourself by the person you're dating. Judge yourself by the person that the girl you're dating leaves you for. Like, if you're dating a girl and she breaks up with you to get some guy who just told a screenplay for $1 million, just got cast in the Marvel movie, hey, you're okay. You're punching your weight, you're a superhero. But if she leaves you for a homeless drug dealer, a full disclosure, I've been left for a homeless drug dealer. Okay, more full disclosure. I've been left twice for a homeless drug dealer. Homeless drug dealer, it's like he's following me around, sees me dating a girl and goes, hey, let's got a new one. Hey, baby, I got like 6 feet of sidewalk and a pipe full of kush. No. 2 different girls, 2 different homeless drug dealers. And that told me that I have some serious work to do. Now, the only good thing I can say is that was before I became a lawyer. So like, I did like increase my profession, which has not increased my dating ability at all, because I had the good fortune to go to law school in 2010, which was the worst legal economy since the Great Depression, which is only more worse now since the coronavirus, which is actually the worst economy. Because my career was just kind of hitting, not like taking off, but hitting like a flattening of the curve, and then this crashed it to the point where like, I'm like, I had to explain to my landlord, hey, they closed the courts. I can't pay my rent this month. I gotta spend it producing comedy. All right, that's my time. Was that my time or is that 1 minute?
1 minute.
All right, let's see. When I was in college, I majored in philosophy because I really, really wanted to be unemployed. And, I had realistic going to college. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set my sights low and fail to achieve them. And but when I was in college, I came up with a philosophy because I was a philosophy major, and I came up with that philosophy of nihilistic minimalism. That's the belief there's nothing and very little of it. And some people did come around to it. Not a lot. It was a very small following, but you know, it did catch on. So, by the way, my website is DougX, the letter X, comedy.com, DougXcomedy.com, and my Twitter is @LoveIsCthulhu. I've written some books, and you can find them on the website or on the Twitter. All right, thanks.
Woo! Thanks, everyone.
Dog.
And he talked a lot about the ex, and that's an interesting litmus test of judging, you know, who your ex leaves you for. In my case with Muhammad, he ended up marrying a Palestinian who he dated right after me. I actually helped him with his dating profile. I'm friends with my exes. I'm fucked up. But anyways, he was basically like, who can I find who is not Goldie? So that's my effect on men. You know, after me, they find somebody, you know, basically, you know, with manners, who is not this insane. Although it's great to hear it's Mental Illness Month. By the way, you talked about nihilism. I was going to save this for the end, but show and tell. Can we read what it says?
When
I believe in nothing.
Oh, God.
Someone read it out loud. When you wish upon a star, that star has been dead for years, just like your dream.
That's wonderful. That is
That's so
wonderful.
dark even for me.